So my full name is Maham Khan.
My name is Maria Belayati.
My name is Jamana Zahid.
I'm from Algeria.
I am a Pakistani.
I'm Saudi, from Saudi Arabia.
Why do you wear your veil? And do you call it a veil? Is there a specific term that you call it?
The hijab is actually the correct term for it. It's mostly to signify that I'm a Muslim, so that when I go out in public, people are able to recognize me as one. And it also is a sense, or it gives me a sense of like modesty and symbolizes sort of respect for my religion as well. It just says that I am devoted enough to my religion that I can go out in public and confidently wear my hijab.
For me, it's more of an identity form, a religious identity form. That's what it is to me. I feel like it expresses a lot about myself since I started wearing it.
The day of my freshman orientation, I started wearing the hijab. The hijab is something that, on an individual level, you're just supposed to do it. It's not supposed to come from anyone or be, a dress from your parents or anything. It's just like, however you believe, when's the right time for you, that is when you do it. And it's all about intention.
To me, it's very, very personal. Whatever I do, it's between me and God. Whatever I decide, it's also between me and God. Because, at the end, I'm doing this for myself. I'm not doing it for anyone. I'm not doing it for the sake of anything else but myself. So when I look at it from that perspective, it is very empowering. When I look at it from the perspective of, my personal choice, my personal decision, then I feel very empowered. But if I were to look at it from a different perspective, like if I were to say I'm doing this for someone or I'm doing this for certain, thing, it wouldn't be as strong, it wouldn't be as powerful, it wouldn't be as meaningful.
At a young age, for me, it was just that you were supposed to. If you're a Muslim woman, you just wear the hijab. I think it's important to really educate yourself and make sure you're ready to do it on your own. However, sometimes girls might wear it for the wrong reasons, but I think if you really educate yourself and you really learn and you really have support with it, because it's a big transition, then it becomes something that's really beautiful.
Do you feel like there are any negative views of wearing a hijab?
When I first started wearing it, that idea was terrifying. Like, I couldn't be more terrified of the fact that no matter where I was, my red hijab, or green, or whatever I decided to wear, I was always standing. I always stood out. I started wearing it right before high school, so the summer before high school. And I was already nervous enough about starting high school as it is, without the hijab. And then adding the hijab into it, it was like, will people not want to be around me? Will I repel people? Will I have any friends? Will people even want to talk to me? Things like that. What will people think of me? The terrorist jokes, they happened even before the hijab. So it was what's gonna happen when I do wear it? People my own age, people who I wanted to consider as friends, who I want to see as my peers, my friends, them making it worse for me just made everything so much scarier.
I was very comfortable with where I am, but then I became more exposed to other parts of the country. It's just there's a lot of people who are still not understanding the differences, and it's okay to be different. People are still getting acquainted with the idea of having other people around them who are different.
So I commute from Richmond to Daly City. So it's an hour-and-a-half commute. And, BART is filled with wonderful and strange people. And sometimes, I don't know, people are just having a bad day or something. But I've had someone tell me to move away from them because they felt endangered because I was standing next to them. So I moved away, obviously.
How would that make you feel?
Okay.
You can take your time.
Okay. I know what type of person I am. I'm very confident as a person. So it was very humiliating, I think, to have that happen to me. And Sorry, guys. Okay. It's very inconvenient. I'd love to reach out to people and explain to them why it is that we do certain things and how we are, but I don't want to speak to someone if they're not willing to listen. And I've been in that position multiple times where they already have their argument ready. It doesn't really matter what it is that I'm saying. They know that what they're going to say next matters more than what I have to say. And in that case, they're not learning anything, and that it bothers me a lot because I'm that type of person that's willing to explain to you as patiently and as necessarily as you need me to explain it to you. And I sometimes don't get the opportunity to do that. So even on just a personal level, if people just spoke to one another instead of holding in what it is that they're suppressing, I think the world could be a better place.